All right, welcome back to this video where we will be creating a shop. Now, if you just saw what happened, which was that there were a bunch of weapons, a bunch of things on the floor, and if you guys have this problem, it's actually quite a simple fix. In any item or weapon that drops in the extras tab, make sure to set a number for the lifespan when dropped. And as you saw, that's why we usually do this. So, regardless, though, let's move on to our next thing. Okay, the first thing we want to do is actually create an object that we can buy through the shop. So let's go here and we'll duplicate the wooden sword and let's change here. We will say iron sword. We have now upgraded. Now, obviously, this iron sword should probably do more damage. So let's head over to the weapon. Yeah, do an attribute and we will do, let's say 25. Much stronger now. Hit a save and apply, and now we have the iron sword. Now, if you want, which I really like to do, I will organize my folders a little bit here and say sword. Hit create, and I'm going to add these guys into here. So I think I could also just, oh, I can have to drop it in. Here we go. And I don't know what I just did there. Wooden sword, and we'll pop that in here. Oh, I just moved the projectiles into the wrong place. All right. Now we have iron sword and wooden sword. Cool. Now let's make a shop because we want a shop to actually sell these things. Okay, so in here we have a pretty easy and simple like UI system. So what we can do is first actually give the store a name. So maybe we can just say store or weapon weapon shop. Let's say that in this shop you can exchange resources for better weapon. All right, now the item, we want to add an item. So let's add our item sword. Now in here, what we can now do is we can now click this, and now we can see some things. Now there's a price, so we can go to either the item types or the player attributes. Here, we'll select the wood. The value, we'll say, let's say 1 for now, because I want to test this easily. And yeah, that's it. Now what we can do is just hit save, and now the question is, well, how do we open this shop? Well, either you can add an interaction with a guy or another uh, NPC, but we're going to do this like in a little bit of a cheat way. We're simply going to go to the controls tab here and hit new key binding. Let's do P, I guess, for shop for anyone who plays League of Legends. And then what we can do is we can say open shop, which doesn't exist. So I guess for now we'll do nothing. So in here, we'll go to create a new script, open shop, capitalize this, go to action, and here we can open shop for player. We can open shop, weapon shop, or we can just say this uh, entity, or we'll say unit, owner of a unit, and then we'll say this entity. Okay, let's hit save and apply. We'll go back to our homie here and make sure we select that and draw open shop. Here we go. And just hit save. So now when we press P, we open the shop. All right, let's hit play and see if it works. Here we go. Here's our weapon shop. Now I have 2 wood. I should be able to just buy this. And here we go. Here's here's my weapon that I can kill someone with. Now I can pick his weapon up. And awesome, there we go. Now, if you yeah, that's basically it. In our game, we should now have the ability to buy items. So if I attack this and eventually kill it, should be able to buy our iron sword. There we go. We now have a weapon that can one-shot our pigs. Pick up meat. Yeah, now we can even mine some of these guys a little faster. Now, one cool thing that you could add, and I'll add this as a challenge for you guys, maybe what you can do is make it so that you have the entities tab a pickaxe, or not a pickaxe, an axe for actually hitting the wood. And you can make it so that that axe only can hit the tree, but your weapon can't hit the tree. Now, additionally, what you could do is make it so that an axe does more damage, or maybe you can hit it with a sword, but it does less damage than the axe. The axe will do more damage specifically to the tree. So that's kind of a little challenge for you guys. I encourage you to look into it. Okay, now our last part that we're going to do in our series bonus is blood projectiles, kind of a blood effect. And we're going to do this in the projectiles tab by adding a new blood. Now in here, we're going to add a stationary effect, add spell sheet, and search up. Well, it's actually right there. So let's just grab the blood, rename this to blood, and there we go. We've now added blood to our game. Now here in the lifespan, you can change this if you'd like, 5,000 or 1,000 or whatever, however long you want. Maybe I'll do like 3,000. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You're more than welcome to add a sound effect for this as well. That could also be kind of cool. Adding like a "bleh" sound effect that, that could be something you could add. So let's hit close and save and apply. And now we want to add our blood effect when we die. Where would we do this? What do you think? Where would we make a blood effect kind of spawn when we die? Hopefully you pause the video and think about this. Now, if you thought to add it through the script in the world script, when we die, now that's a good answer, but there's actually an easier way here. In our pig, we can actually go to the effects tab, and on destroy, we can simply select the blood that we just created, the blood projectile. And now, when I hit save, republish, and save and republish, we can now test this out by killing our pig, and there we go. We now have the blood. Now, you might notice that the blood is in front of the meat, and that is because if we go over here, go to the body types, we'll notice the depth. There's a Z index, and we can change this. We can either put this on the wall, the floor, whichever. I'm going to put this on the floor, on our layer, and let's say, well, let's actually check to see which layer that the meat is on. Let's go to our meat and see over here, the depth 2. So we'll probably want our blood to be under that, which would be 1. Let's do that. Hit save. And now let's go to play. And I'm dead. So let's over here and kill this pig. And there we go. Our blood is behind the meat. And I'm being attacked and I die. All right. That is it for this series. We have now created a pretty cool template with a lot of cool stuff. You have learned quite a bit. You have learned how to create weapons, add units, add AI units, add hostile units, add non-hostile units, etc. Hopefully you guys learned quite a bit. And I hope to see you guys around in this channel. So hit that sub button down below and let us know what you guys would like to see next.